Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast. Happy New Year. And we've tried this 3 times now. We had technical difficulties, and sorry for the podcast coming out late, but we've got so much to go through. But G-Man's here in the UK. How's it going, bro? You all right at mum's?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm at mum's last week of being in London before we head back out to Dubai on Saturday. It's a shame that we couldn't do the podcast together since we're in the same country. Even though we did on Saturday and it didn't. Unfortunately, technical difficulties. But yeah, at least we're doing it anyway. Better late than never. And there's always stuff going on in the geeky world for us to talk about, man. There's always shit to talk about.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. It's been busy, bro. You know, getting back into work routine and everything else. But we had a great time off, I suppose, during the holidays. It was busy, but it was good to chill with family. We had good food. You can't complain, man. Always nice to have everybody together at Christmas. Mum and dad are off to Bangladesh. Well, they're already there. So yeah, it's been delightful.
It's been good.
We've got like another week left. I know we've got a couple of days left together, so it'd be good to catch up.
Popping by tomorrow. I'm gonna cook dinner. I'm gonna cook.
Oh yes, you're cooking dinner.
I'm cooking my famous.
Hold up.
Let me get my internet here. Wired, connected.
There's a reason why we have to go tomorrow. Gilman's cooking dinner. All right, so we'll have a party. We're gonna have to do 3 days party. All right?
3-day parties. Do the thing.
All right, cool.
Famous protein pizza, and then I'm gonna as starters, and then I will do my famous linguine gamberi as main course. So yeah, man, I'm a cook. I think I've been getting cussed here. When I come here, listen, man. When I come here, mum's normally here. Right, obviously she's gone back to Bangladesh, but mum babies me, and I love it. I'm not even gonna lie, I love it. Right? Ask any one of the mums. Ask anyone. Allah is gonna be your baby, whether she's 3 or 60. Right? Stay with me. I'm a 40-year-old man, and mum babies me, and I love it. She cooks for me. She cleans my dishes, everything. Right? So I get cussed when I come home for being a lazy boy for not doing dishes and whatnot. Man, I do it myself. I've been doing dishes and everything myself for the last 8 years, man. So anyway, because of getting cussed and just sitting back, I was like, I'll cook you guys dinner. Go do a little something.
Man, I got a vitamin stuck in my throat, man.
Oh, loose. But yeah, that's why I'm cooking dinner. Just kind of treat everyone.
That's cool. That'd be good. That'd be good. We'll you know what? I don't even know what time we're gonna pop around because. All right, we'll work out. But yeah, other than that, man, we've got loads to catch up on. I mean, I hate starting off the podcast with sad news. And the past week we lost some legends. So we lost Pele. Was it last week, just before Christmas? Man, what a guy! Who doesn't know that guy's name and what he's done, and for the sports as well. Pele, rest in peace, man. Rest in power. He's a massive legend in the football industry. And us, as you know, we watch football sometimes with the friends, but World Cup and things like that. But we're not big fans. But when somebody like that, a legendary sportsman, leaves a legacy like that behind, we can only praise him.
100%, yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't watch football. I'm not interested, but I know Pele. I know the name Pele. I know he's a legend. I believe, if I'm not wrong, he won 3 World Cups. I don't know, but I know. Again, that's someone who don't know anything about football, but I believe so. In his time, and he's a legend. I don't know if this is a true statement, but he could be like the Michael Jordan of basketball, because I don't follow basketball, but everyone knows Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, rest in peace. I think it was like 82 or 80 plus that he lived up to, which is a good age at least. And he's going to leave a legacy behind, not just in football, but just as an athlete and a sportsman. And I believe he's done a lot of charity work and whatnot, and a legend in Brazil. So, rest in peace, Pele, football legend.
Guys, just to let you know, if you hear someone screaming in the background, that is my little girl. So her voice will feature in this podcast. So if you hear random screams like that, apologies, but a father's got to do what a father's got to do. Right?
Any
Okay.
blanks?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Only jobs to do. But yeah, G-Man, somebody else we recently lost as well, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not familiar with this person, but Jakub and Ash and anyone who knows about racing and cars and modifying cars was a fan of him. Someone called Ken Block.
Oh
And
yes.
I spoke to Ashraf. Like Ashraf had a different reaction to what I had because I don't know him. I'm not really into cars and stuff. But Ashraf had a different reaction because he's into all of that stuff. And he drive, I believe he drives like supercars and kitted out cars and does stunts and all that sort of stuff. And unfortunately, he died. I think I don't know if it was a stunt or just driving in a snow patrol, snow plow or something, snow patrol car or something like that. I don't know. Sorry, but yeah, rest in peace to him. I guess the people who know him and follow cars and all that stuff will, in their world, he's a legend. Or he's someone that's known anyway. About 50 years old or something, still 55 or something, very young. But I don't know. I mean, again, I don't know him, but I believe if he's known for cars and doing stunts and then he died, unfortunately, in an accident doing a car stunt, then I guess he died doing what he loved because it's not a safe thing doing those things, right?
No,
But I
it's
guess
not. It's not.
he loved. So, I hope I'm not perceiving something that might not be true, but it's something that he does and what he's known for. So rest in peace and condolence to his family.
No, of course, man. Respect and praise goes out, definitely, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Yeah, and then another bit of sad news: we almost lost an Avenger.
I know, man.
Critical but stable condition. He actually posted an Instagram post. Jeremy Renner had a accident, a snow plowing accident or something, and he was in critical but stable condition. He actually posted a Instagram or Twitter or something saying that I'm in a bad condition, bad enough to type, but just to let you know, all the support for the love and whatnot. So he posted a little something, but he looked busted up. But we almost lost an Avenger, man. So I hope and I wish him speedy recovery, and I'm glad to hear that he's gonna fully recover. I hope.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. The thing is, this is the only one thing about the internet, yeah, because we fully don't know what is exactly happening. Now, I heard my man got his leg severed and he lost a leg and everything. Like people on social media, without knowing the facts, are just spreading horrendous rumors. And then, I think it was his chest or something. We don't know the details. I don't really care about the details. I just want to know if this guy's all right. You know what I mean? But man, you MFs spreading random rumors and the rest of it, it's not nice, man. It's not nice because if you were in that position and people are saying you're losing legs and a limb and stuff like that. Anyway, that's just my thing because I was like reading up on it and I was like, oh man, I feel for the guy. He actually regularly cleans and plows his own area when it snows and stuff like that. And to have a horrendous accident like that is quite sad. But I'm glad he's recovering. Loads of prayers. That's good to hear.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the thing is, you just don't know. I was doing Fight Talk yesterday with K West, which will come out. Which will come out soon. Do check it out, and it's our 2023 wish list. Anyway, during that, there was this stuff that came out about Dana White and all this sort of stuff, and his wife and some altercations, and I was just like, you know what? I don't even want to comment on it because I have no idea what happened. I don't know the background. I don't know the content. And the problem is like, when you are famous, when you're in the public eye, if something happens, that not only is the truth out there, but there's a whole load of other bullshit that's out there, and you just don't know what's right or wrong. So I just prefer not to comment unless all the facts are out there, or if I don't know, I guess if I'm familiar with things. But yeah, look, I mean, just I'm glad to see his message, and I'm glad to see he's doing all right. And I'm a fan of his work. Obviously, I'm biased, and Hawkeye is the biggest fan that I'm of his work that I like. But he's awesome. I hope he's well, and I hope he recovers well.
No, definitely. He will. He'll push through. Cool.
The other things are just real quick to moving on to things that we've watched. I finished off watching. I don't know if I spoke about it. I finished off watching why have I gone blank for? Come on, G.
Alice
my
in
stupid
Borderland.
brain. Alice in Borderland. That's it. Bloody hell. My brain just forgets things. Good show, man. Good. I know you haven't seen it, but bro, you should watch it. It's really, really good. And I like. Actually, I don't want to spoil it. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but I like what they did. You know what I mean? I personally like what they did. There was no. It ended. It just ended. You know, which is good because sometimes these days with shows they just never ended. And especially when it's like season 2 or whatever, early season, they just always leave it on a cliffhanger to be like, oh, would there be a season 3 or what? They just ended it, and I like the way they did it. So it was an interesting one. That was a good one. I also watched Knives Out, the onion thing,
Glass Onion,
uh,
yeah.
Glass Onion, which was really good. Great cast, just good murder mystery. Daniel Craig's awesome. Batista was awesome. Just really good movie. I really enjoyed that.
No, it's a good, but it's something that we don't get no more. And they say Hollywood are getting boring, but this was wicked, bro. Like it was a mystery drama of like guess who done it, and it was brilliant. So listen, I'm gonna put a bit of a spoilers out there, yeah. So it's based on the Cassandra Brandt character. Okay, so she has a twin sister. So spoilers, yeah. Who investigates her murder. I don't think that is the twin sister. I think that is Cassandra. I think she plotted it and plotted this thing to happen because the way Daniel Craig said, "Are you satisfied? You what you got to do what you did?" and the camera panned into her face. I was like, it's lies. It's all lies. They set us all up. So but it had an interesting twist. I don't think it's a twin sister.
So you don't think she died from the poison? You think that is her, and there is no such thing as a twin sister because no one. The thing is on that because no one commented saying, "Oh, I didn't know she had a twin sister." Do you know what I mean? Everyone acted like they knew she had a twin sister.
Well, this is I don't know, man. I don't. They didn't know, did they?
I'm pretty sure they did know because I don't think anyone. They thought she was, except Edward Norton, who's the one who killed her. Everyone thought it was her, but no one, when they found out she was dead, no one said, "Oh, I didn't even know she had a twin sister." Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think no one made it clear that she had a twin sister. So I don't know.
I just feel like that was her. But yeah, you're right. You're right. So thinking about that, I think I just saw that last scene and it kind of played on my head, and I just felt like that was Cassandra, just 5 years after rundown and ready to cause some revenge.
Great movie though. I love the reason why the topic about these sort of murder mysteries or even the first one where it's just captures you straight away just by the performances of the characters or whatnot, where you're just like, I'm engaged, like you got me. And I don't think I'm necessarily, yes, I want to know who the murderer is because that's the whole point of it, but I love the little intricate details and the investigation and the detective work and all that sort of stuff.
Everything that goes into it, right? Everything that goes into it plays a big part.
Big part. It captures you straight away, and I really enjoyed it. And I think the director made the statement that Batista is like probably one of the best actors to come out of wrestling. I have to say he's definitely awesome. He's really good. The vast amount of characters that he's played, from this one to Drax to the taxi one, the Uber one. He's
a versatile actor, bro. And he's in some great movies, bro. I mean, he's in Blade Runner, Dune. So he's got a great catalog of movies, and he's still got loads to come out. He's got the new one with M. Night Shyamalan coming out. I can't remember what that was called, but again, Mr. Knight said that he was absolutely amazing. He brings his A game. He's one of those actors that's hungry and eager.
Yeah, I think he's awesome, and then like even though he's this big brute wrestler, I feel like his face has a lot of emotions in it. I don't have to explain it. I mean, like I'm not an actor and whatnot, but you could tell us, and when you're watching a movie or whatever, where there's a lot of emotion in the face and the eyes, and he's very versatile. I give him credit. I think he's an awesome actor. I think he's great. And I really feel like the future's bright for him and his acting career, whatever and wherever he wants to take it. So I'm a fan, man. I'm a big fan of Batista.
No, definitely. Me too, bro. Me too.
Cool. The other movie we watched, which we haven't really spoke about, was Avatar.
Yes.
Which was a visually masterful spectacle, man. I mean, I'm glad we, first of all, it's hit 1.4 billion already now. And I think that's what, in 2-3 weeks. And I'm glad I watched it in IMAX 3D, because you need to watch it in IMAX 3D just to really embrace yourself in the visual spectacular spectacle that it is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
Brilliant, bro. Absolutely brilliant. The visuals is me, bro. I was amazed by it. Absolutely amazed by it.
Definitely A-star for that. I mean, look, I've said it's a great movie in the sense that I don't think the story's great. I think the story's standard, but really, I think there's more to it than just a story. Of this movie it's everything, right? And it's a continuation of a movie from 10 years ago, and some of it felt like a documentary. They really wanted to express this, the new tribe, the water tribe, and where they live and how they live, and the ocean. I think he really wanted to perfect the visual effects within the ocean, and it looked amazing. You know what I mean? So some of the scenes seemed like a documentary, and they wouldn't really brush past anything. He really wanted to express things, so which is why I think it's such a spectacle. Story aside, story's cool, story's okay. I appreciate it, but I really appreciated the emphasis on the visual effects and the culture that he's trying to express. Like, he's literally invented a new culture and a new language and all that stuff, and he's really trying to express it in this movie, not just be like, oh yeah, it's just for the movie. It's almost like, because people have that syndrome where they want to be in the Avatar. I think he's done it so well that people want to believe these Avatar, this culture is real. So
of course,
why I think it's such a great movie. I don't know if it's going to hit the it needs to hit 2 billion to make even, and then 3, 4, and 5 will come out within the next couple of years and whatnot. I don't know if I think it'll hit the 2 billion. I don't know if it'll hit the 2.8 or 9 billion to be the best highest grossing movie, beating Avatar 1. But I reckon it'll hit the 2 billion soon. So
yeah, I'm sure it will, bro. I'm sure it will. I think it will. I mean, it's grown so quickly, but yeah, let's see what it does, bro. That's nuts. It was a good movie. It was a good fun watch. I mean, for me, it'd be the one watch, but it's got to be watched in IMAX 3D, definitely. Quality screen, surround sound, and the 3D visuals. The 3D visuals was good, bro. When he was able to create a film that allows you to continuously see that 3D throughout the whole movie.
Definitely. I finished off Andor finally.
Yeah.
I was halfway through, and then I moved to Dubai and whatnot, and I finally finished off. What a different approach to the Star Wars universe. You got 12 episodes of character and story building with nothing to do with when I say nothing to do with, but no Jedis or none of that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? You would think you would get 12 episodes of Obi-Wan or Mandalorian. No, they spent 12 45, 50-minute episodes on this Andor story, and it felt real like a political story. It was very, very interesting, very deep, very different approach to Star Wars universe, which I think is a great take on Star Wars, because it just took it outside that realm of just, I mean, it's always been about the Emperor and the rebellions and whatnot, but take it out of the realm of Jedis and all that sort of stuff, and the supernatural powers and whatever. I thought it was interesting. I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't say 100% engaged. There were some parts that I was kind of like, maybe like not paying attention, but overall, I thought it was a great show. So I'm glad I finished it off.
Nice, good show, man. Very, very delighted to see a different Star Wars, a different part of the Star Wars universe as well. Something more gritty, more grimy, and yes, I enjoyed it. I fully enjoyed it. I loved it. The physical props, the look and feel of it, and stuff like that. It just makes you feel like, that reminds me. That's true fan Star Wars work there, bro. You know what I mean? But they gave it to us like a BBC drama. Definitely good. Definitely good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next season, bro. Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, they left it on a cliffhanger, right? So we'll see where they take that. And obviously, this is going to lead to, was it Rogue One, right? It leads to Rogue One.
Yeah, that's right.
So I wonder if they get Donnie Yen involved in the future ones. I don't know, but anyway, I'm just speculating. All right, cool. Moving on to some news. Okay, let me just read this out. According to Variety, movie studios can now legally be sued if they present misleading information about an appearance of actors in film trailers, as of a Wednesday ruling of the U.S. District Judge Stephen Wilson. The ruling came in the midst of a lawsuit against Universal regarding the trailer of 2019's movie Yesterday, which featured actress Ana de Armas, despite the actress not being included in the final cut of the movie. So this caught my attention because I saw the thumbnail. It was a clickbait thumbnail where it was the Avengers Infinity War trailer, and which was a brilliant trailer. I remember that trailer so much, right? So good. But there was that end scene where you had all the Avengers. You had Cap, Cap, War Machine, Hulk, whatever, just running in Wakanda. And then when it came to the movie, there was no Hulk. Hulk did not look like that. It was smart. It wasn't even Smart Hulk. He was in Hulkbuster. So that was one example. So it came off. That's what caught my interest, but it was misleading in the trailer. But yeah, interesting about this because you were talking about it before, right? That this actress didn't even show up in the movie, so that caused like I don't.
Yeah, so I mean, basically, what happened was originally was she was shown in the trailer. These guys have gone and rented out the movie to watch it and be like, man, I just wasted 2.5 hours of my life. This woman is not even in it. And, you know, people would go watch a movie because their favorite actress or actors are in it. You know what I mean? The fact that they did that, and even when I watched it, I was like, who was she supposed to be, and what happened exactly? So it is misleading, bro. Definitely. So the fact that you could get sued over it, why not, bro? Because we're paying the monies to watch it. We're paying the money to watch something. So I can understand, but somebody like Marvel Studios, I think they have a better play on doing stuff like that because we're expecting the unexpected. Where in a movie like that, it's a whole different thing.
That's true. I mean, I wonder if now this will start kicking off things if, in one of the Marvel movies, they don't show, or they show a clip and it's not in the movie, because that's happening now. And people start suing and whatnot. I don't know. I mean, I hope not, because that would just be annoying. But to be fair, I'm trying my best not to watch Marvel trailers anymore. After Doctor Strange, I'm always going to hold a little grudge because they spoiled such good things in Doctor Strange for me. So I'm trying my best not to watch the trailers anyway. But yeah, it's an interesting thing, man, that people can be sued by. I guess you're right, though. I mean, even if you was like, there's a new movie and you say your favorite actor, whoever it is, Idris Elba's in it, and you're promoting it, and my guy dies in the first 2 minutes, and you're like, what the fuck? I came here for him.
Hold on. And they did that with not Under Siege, Executive Decision.
Yeah.
And my guy died in 2 minutes.
That's what I mean. That's what came to mind. I mean, I didn't want to pick Steven Seagal because I don't think he's my favorite actor, but just saying, you know what I mean? When you do have a favorite actor or actress that you follow and you want to support them, and then that happens, you kind of like, well, what, like, I mean, maybe you're still going and enjoying a movie and you appreciate someone else's acting and appreciate someone else, but then you're like, but I did come here for him. I wanted to see him or her performance, and now that person's not there. What the hell?
So what you do is what Christopher Nolan did.
What's that? What do you do?
In Interstellar. Could you imagine he put Matt Damon's name on there?
Well, I can't even remember. Was Matt Damon even in it? He was in the beginning.
No, man, he was in the middle.
Oh, okay. I can't remember, bro.
Yeah, and he steals the ship. He tries to lose, and then he loses. Like, it'll throw people off thinking, Matt Damon's in this movie. I could do this. I'm going to go watch it. And then find out that my guy's 3 hours, like 2 hours into the movie, and then dies in 2 minutes. It's misleading. So you do what he does, and you make it a surprise. You make it, for somebody to remember it, and you're like, oh shit, that was awesome. Matt Damon was in there. So, sorry.
Yeah. So don't say no words. Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, I mean, just do it right. If they're not a big part of the movie, then you don't need to promote the movie as they are. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you put Matt Damon or The Rock or whoever, like the most famous actor at the moment, you don't have to promote it with them if they're not in the movie for a long period of time. You could just have them in as a guest appearance and whatnot. But yeah, let's see. I mean, just trying to. I had another example in my head, but I lost it now as I was talking. But yeah, no, I lost the example. But let's see what happens, man. Interesting take on things. All right. let's move on, bro. Okay. The Last of Us TV show coming out on January 15th, and the first episode will be about 85 minutes. So just for that, I'm gonna check that out. Pascal is my dude. I love that guy.
Yeah, bro, he's sick. He's sick.
I've never played the video games, but Ashraf told me when I get the PS5, I should invest in the video games. They're quite fun. They're good to play, and it's got a good storyline to it. So maybe I'll check it out. I don't know, but we'll take a look if I have time for that. Ben Affleck to play. Okay, so Ben Affleck, I think these are rumors, but apparently Ben Affleck is spoken to Marvel Studios to play a character called Dario Agger. Now, have you heard of this character? I'm not familiar with this.
No, not familiar.
Let me Google because I'm not familiar with this character, but I mean, there's some funny tweets of you know, all the recent events happening in DC, and there's a funny tweet of Kevin Feige coming snatching them all up and bringing them to the MCU, which would be awesome if he did. All right, so he's an antagonist. He's a villain. So who is Dario Agger is the latest iteration of the villainous Minotauro. Dude, man, I can't even read, man. Fuck that, man. Anyway,
Minotaur.
Who was first adapt? Yeah, I think that's the word. Yeah. Any embarrassing myself here. First adapted
it's all right, bro.
Greek mythology for Marvel Comics. So anyway, half bull, half man type of shit, man. Anyway,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
I'm not familiar with him, but maybe if it's like from a Greek mythology, maybe it's about Hercules, man. Maybe it could be about the Hercules movie and or you know, something to do with that basically. And Zeus and Thor and all that sort of stuff. So could be something about that. But it'd be great to have Affleck in the MCU. I still think they should put Henry Cavill in the MCU. I think he's got such great potential to play a great character in the MCU. I mean, there is so many rumors flying around, and we'll talk about that in a second, with the new movies coming out. But real quick, before like Secret Wars and what's the other one? Kang Dynasties and stuff. But real quick before we get into that stuff, right? All the rumors and the possibilities and stuff. Black Panther 2 to come out January 20th on Disney Plus.
Nice. I'm looking forward to watching that again. I didn't get the chance to watch that a second time.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, god damn, bro.
I was waiting for that one. Alhamdulillah. All right.
Alhamdulillah.
There's that. Ashraf's looking forward to that because he couldn't watch it because he had the baby. So he's waiting for that to come on Disney Plus. Nova will be a movie instead of a Disney Plus special edition.
That's right.
There's a lot more investment on there. All right. And that's it for the Marvel stuff. But let's get into some of the rumors that's happening. Because there's so many rumors. Again, I'm not getting hyped. I learned from Doctor Strange. All these rumors and all this bullshit got me hyped. And Doctor Strange was a great movie. It wasn't the best, but it was still good. But I think the expectations I went in with because of listening to all this bullshit also had an effect on my me enjoying the movie. But just throwing these rumors out there because they are exciting. But we got Secret Wars coming. We got what's the other one? Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Coming. There's all these rumors saying, you know, that Hugh Jackman signed up to 2 movies, right? One of them is definitely Deadpool. The other one could be one of the Avengers movie. There's all these rumors saying that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is going to show up and he's going to fight alongside Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Fucking exciting. I like the ideas. Of course, I'll welcome it to bits and cry and scream. No, I'm not getting too hyped because I don't care. I'm putting myself in a position. If it don't happen, I don't care.
Yeah.
There's other rumors of Centauri to be the one of the villains in I think it's Kang Dynasty or something like that.
Yeah.
Again, that's someone. Well, not Kang Dynasty. Sorry. Thunderbolts, I believe.
Right. Okay.
He joins the Thunderbolts, but he's not really a bad guy. They just manipulate him a little bit. I believe so.
Okay.
Henry Cavill. I mean, listen. Folks, he could be a great Centauri. Even with the upcoming Captain America 4, there was rumors that, you know, in Eternals, the big celestial that came out of Earth, that is like they're gonna find the source of adamantium on that. So there's rumors of that. They were saying the villain of that movie could possibly be General Ross. as Red Hulk. They were talking about Betty coming back, Jenna Ross's daughter, as Red Hulk, female version. So many movies, so many rumors, so many excited. I heard that there's rumors of Kevin Feige phoning up anyone who's ever played a Marvel character in any movie to come back for Secret Wars. So
that's
all
not
these
really.
rumors,
I wouldn't say they're rumors. I think it's just people putting out ideas, bro.
that's it. That's probably what it is, and that's what happens, I think. And Disney have shown to kind of listen, and Marvel's shown to have to listen to the fans, but they still got their projects and stuff that they have to do. For me, bro, like I said, I love all of this. I'm super excited. I will watch it all. But I'm not going in with any expectations as I did with Doctor Strange.
No.
You're moving things. So that's my thoughts.
Honest, it's slowly gone past that. Like I like enjoy it for the content that we get, but as I always say it, man, movies are and some shows they're not rewatchable no more. Like TV shows that I can sit down and rewatch again, stuff that came out in the 80s and 90s, and movies as well that I can watch 100 times. Like Never Ending Story and Big Trouble in Little China, I can watch them 100 times and still enjoy them for what they are. But now we've come to a point now where it's like, I don't know, man. But I'm interested to see what they do. I'm gonna always watch it. We're gonna always support it. We're fans of it, so why not? You know what I mean? But the rumors have become way too much now, bro. Way too much, and it's just avoiding all of that and spoilers and stuff like that now. Like,
it's hard to avoid that shit. I mean, look, in regards to rewatchable movies, I do agree. I do think when we were kids, we were a lot more patient. Like just through Christmas, we introduced the nephew Idris to Home Alone. Immediately, he loved it. I love the way it's so fascinating to see him crack up and laugh and beat you up while he's laughing. He's so excited to see it. Wow, we used to do that when we were young. So it's fascinating to see that. But he watched Home Alone 2, then he went to go watch part 1. He called it, what did he call it? Level 1. He went to watch level 1. Then the next day, I want to watch level 1 and level 2 again of Home Alone. Like he went on a 3-day binge of watching a movie, which I loved. But then he got a little bit excited and violent, so we had to say, look, calm down on Home Alone. But I was able to watch those 2 movies again. They're Christmas movies. I really enjoyed them. Last Samurai, I could watch that all day, every day. Look, I do disagree a little bit. I could watch. Actually, watching Spider-Man, but No Way Home. I'm definitely can go down and watch it again.
Yeah, I can do that.
Avengers Endgame, I'm not gonna lie, I could watch that multiple times. Avengers Infinity War, I could watch that multiple times. Like Civil War, and the reason why I can watch it multiple times, I think it's just because of the funness of the action scenes.
The action scenes, yeah.
A lot of the MCU movies I could possibly watch, again. I'm trying to let them die out and eventually come back to them and whatnot. But not just those. I mean, there's tons of new movies like Top Gun Maverick. I saw that multiple times. I can see that
same.
again.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There's only one in a few. Like Everything Everywhere All at Once. That's another one that I watched several times. So there's a handful, bro. But I think like there's some of the comic book movies that we're getting now. Even though Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, is it on Disney Plus?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, you even know that.
I have it. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know. So like those movies are starting to slowly. I feel like we're getting oversaturated. As much as I love it, as much as I love seeing it, we are oversaturated now, bro. And that's why you're getting, companies like Warner Brothers starting to think, when doing DC Studios and stopping all the projects they're bringing out because they just want to see more money come through. They need to start thinking about quality, because you look at something like Avatar, bro, out for 3 weeks, coming up to 1.45 billion. But a movie took 10 years to make. So it's like quality, high standard cinema experience quality, to let's just turn over shit every couple of months. Oh, I said it again. I was stuck through. Sorry, Lara. Sorry. To turning that fast stuff. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. There was another thing that I wanted to add on there as well with the Marvel and DC stuff. And I know James Gunn has been getting it recently, bless him. But I don't, and I don't even know if this is true, but I kept on seeing it circulating online that Henry, Gal Gadot, and Ben are looking to sue WB because of how they've been treated with Warner Brothers. And, they were all in contracts to play these characters for like 10 years. when they could have gone and done loads of other different projects.
Yeah, I mean, if the rumor, I don't know if that's true as well, because I saw something about that too. I haven't seen anything else circulate after the first thing I saw, so I don't know if it's true or whatnot. I mean, Henry Cavill did post a message after, humbly explaining the situation and humbly saying that, I had a good conversation with them and I understand and support the vision and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. I mean, if they had contracts, then I guess they have a case to win. And yes, maybe I mean, I don't know about Henry Cavill, but it felt like, I know he stopped The Witcher because he felt like it wasn't, and he's a gamer.
Head in the right direction. Yeah, it wasn't heading the right direction.
So that's why he said, and he's a gamer. He wanted it to be true to the game and stuff. So that's valid. But still, it just looked like he stopped that because he had Superman coming and he was going to concentrate on that. And then Superman dies off and he's like, oh shit, I'm going to find my footing again. It does mess them around. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if they got contracts, then they have all the right to do what they want. If they don't, I mean, I don't know. This is Hollywood, right? I mean, they made it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm sure there's thousands and thousands of young actors and actresses who move to LA and Hollywood and just get rejected like crazy. I can't remember who it was. It might have been John Bethnal, who was talking about it on the Rogan podcast, and he's like, as an actor, rejection is one of the biggest things, a part of the game in the beginning. Like, you have to be able to take rejection and no and failures and work on them, like and whatnot. So I believe like they're used to that, but on a bigger scale.
No, of course. Let me see these two arguing about food.
Or peanut butter toast. Peanut butter toast. Start pasta? Peanut butter toast.
Have we got bread?
Yeah, I bought it.
Awesome. All right, cool. Yes. So yeah, listen, man, I feel for them. If it's something that's true, then they deserve every bit they can get. But what can we do, man?
MCU, snatch them up.
Snatch them up. I'll take that.
I also heard that real quick that Black Panther 2 is the highest grossing female lead Marvel superhero movie domestically in the US. So
wow.
it beat Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman 1, I believe, was the first one. Then it was Captain Marvel, which hit 1 point something. Well, no, domestically, which was US only, and then Black Panther 2. So yeah, so in the US, Black Panther 2 is the highest grossing female lead superhero movie at the moment. Anyway,
that's sick.
Yeah, so pretty awesome. I didn't even know that Captain Marvel made over $1 billion, man. Damn, man. Like, the Marvel movies were at a point where they were hitting the billions. I do not think they hit a single billion this year. No. Doctor Strange got up to 900. Spider-Man got to 1 billion, but that was last year. So this year they didn't hit any billion. Now, I don't think that should be a target. I mean, of course, there should be a target. They should make the monies. But I think that goes to show the quality of, as you just discussed earlier. And there was rumors that I heard that Marvel were going to focus. I've taken back the feedback that they've got. I'm guessing the fan feedback, but also the money feedback, right? Because that's a big feedback too.
Yeah, of course.
Right, listen, we need to go back and concentrate on the quality. But Phase 4 was after Endgames, and I feel like, because I'm thinking about it, because they're telling a long form storyline.
Yeah.
Right? Character building, all this shit. If you just went from Endgames, which was a dramatic end, we lost Iron Man and this whole war, blah, 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 5 years of everyone disappearing, and then straight away your next movie is Kang the Conqueror's coming. It's kind of like, well, doesn't the world have a break? Like, there's got to be some break.
There's got to be.
So this was just like all about, moving on from Endgames, a lot of grieving, a lot of moving on, a lot of grieving and all that sort of stuff. And then introducing new characters and, their process of entering the MCU and whatnot. So I kind of see it as like a filler year. You know what I mean? We've had filler movies. This was a filler year. And just giving us a little glimpse of Kang the Conqueror. We got him in Loki and whatnot. But just a little glimpse. But everything else was like, we're trying to get over what the fuck we just went through with Thanos. Like, let's have a break. And then a new villain will come. I mean, I'm trying to look at it I'm no expert, but again, from a perspective of storytelling, like, villain after villain. And there's always villains in these movies, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying a big villain coming every second, every time. It's just kind of like, oversaturating villains. I mean,
No, of course.
I mean, like, I like the way they build up. I like the way they built. I like the way they built up Thanos, and I hope they do the same thing with Kang. And I like the fact they gave us a little glimpse of what to expect in Loki for this whole year. We're gonna get a lot more of him in Ant-Man and the Wasp coming next year. And then I don't mind if they go a bit blank on him and let other things happen. But just loving the fact that they just introduced this guy here and there a little bit. So that's my perspective, man. Phase 4, yes, wasn't the best, but I feel like it was a filler year and it's Marvel content. You want content? Here's a bit of content. Enjoy it for the year. We'll come back to you with Kang later on. You know what I mean? So I think that's fun. I mean, in my opinion, I can enjoy that.
No, I can agree. I suppose it was, I think, because it's still new and all his characters are new, and we just fell in love with all those characters, isn't it? And it was hard to let go. And I know this was a phase where it was trying to let grief happen, move on. A lot of stuff happened in this one, moving on, mental health, new characters. So it was full on, bro. Definitely.
I think there was one more rumor that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back for Secret Wars. Another rumor.
I heard that as well, but it's not confirmed. Everybody loves believing it, but I won't believe it until he says it himself.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, rumors are fun. Rumors get out there. You know, I just want my guy Punisher to come back. I was hoping Special and Rogan will be talking about that role, but they didn't. It's a great podcast. Do check it out. I love what John Bethnal was doing. I don't know if you hear his podcast, but it's really good. And Bethnal seems like a type of dude. He's just a real dude. But I would love to see him back as the Punisher. And yes, I want to see him with Daredevil and all that, but I want to see him with Captain America. I want to see him with Rhodey. Like I said, when I read the comics, which I love, the respect that he shows for all the other war heroes, it's just humbling. I don't know. It's a nice feeling. I want to see the Punisher back. And that's my thing. That's my dream. That's my Marvel dream to happen. So, you know, anyway, but yeah, do check out John Bethnal's podcast with Rogan, and do check out his podcast because he's doing a lot of great work as well.
The real ones, man. I love it. It's a good podcast.
The real ones. Yeah,
the real ones. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's a good podcast. It's wholesome, and you know, and he's got some great guests on there. You know, he started off with Shia LaBeouf, and now he had that Muslim convert who used to be in the army, which was a great episode as well.
Yeah, I mean, that guy, do check out. He was ready. He hated Muslims. He was ready to blow up an Islamic center. He walked in and he met a sister who just greeted him with just love and respect. And he ended up converting and becoming a devout Muslim. It's beautiful to hear these stories. I think, yeah, no, he's great, man. He's doing great things, man.
No, absolutely awesome. You know, good podcast as well. Very good podcast. It's definitely one to check out.
Sure. Cool, man. That's about it for this week, I guess. I don't think there was anything else.
I don't think there was nothing else. But no, as always, Happy New Year, guys. Massive thank you. We just did a massive giveaway. I gave away a whole load of posters, comic books, and Funko Pops. I gave a wireless charger on our Twitter page. Our Twitter page is coming up close to 800. We're coming close to 4,000 on TikTok. We went past the 300 on YouTube. Instagram is still growing. We're coming up to 500 on that. That's amazing to see, and people engaging with it as well. So we're gonna have more guests, more people coming on. You know, always thankful for the love you guys show, and you know, stay close, man. We've got some awesome stuff coming. I'm gonna do another giveaway next week, so keep an eye on the Twitter page. I do all the giveaways on the Twitter page. I feel like I get a bit of response on there. So yeah, it's good times, bro. Good times. Another
good year of podcasts and stuff to do coming up. So looking forward to it, man.
That's right. Definitely. All right, bro. Cool. We'll leave it there, man. We'll catch up.
All right. Peace.
One love.
Bye,
Peace.
everyone.